20 reasons why you are not succeeding in life. Just one of those days where nothing seems to go according to plan. And it's a very miserable feeling, to be honest. Sometimes, circumstances or difficulties that are entirely beyond your control, like the power going out on your block, can keep you from being as successful as you might otherwise be. However, it's also possible that you're holding yourself back for one of the 20 reasons listed below. 1. You're lazy. Jim Cockrell, the author, claims that this is the primary and most frequent cause of failure. He adds, every single successful person works their butts off to get where they are. It's okay to be lazy if you want to. Just admit it. But don't whine about not being rich and successful. 2. You get stuck in your head. You'll see that successful people share a common trait. They carry out their fantasies. They begin working on the dream. They construct the foundation for it, as opposed to just daydreaming and overanalyzing everything that might go wrong. As NHL legend Wayne Gretzky once said, you miss 100% of the shots you never take. Make your shot. 3. You're spending too much time on social media. The average American checks their social media accounts like Facebook, Twitter, and others 17 times per day. You don't need to use social media during every free time. However, I am aware that engaging with customers and influencers is crucial. The greatest social media schedule, in my experience, is reading news and articles in the morning and connecting with friends and family quickly in the evening when things have settled down after the day. Decide how much time you will spend on each of these occasions, and then keep to it. 4. You never finish what you start. Many learned persons have remarked, starting is easy, finishing is hard. While it's crucial to know when to give up, you also need to have patience and the willingness to see a project through. Always keep in mind that anything truly worth accomplishing requires time and work. Success seldom arrives suddenly. 5. You don't think a business. If you think of yourself as something other than a business, you'll never be successful. Whether you own an e-commerce site that sells basketball shoes or is a freelance writer, if you depend on this revenue, you should start treating it like a legitimate business and treat it like you would any other 9-to-5 work. 6. You don't believe in yourself. You need to discover ways to improve your confidence, even if it's just by celebrating a minor win like obtaining a potential client's contact information. Never belittle yourself in front of others or even yourself. It typically requires effort and hard work to actually improve self-esteem. 7. You feel entitled. Nothing is owed to you. You will need to work hard to earn anything if you really want it. A sense of entitlement slows you down and keeps you waiting to see if something wonderful will occur for you. Make it occur. 8. You obsess over things that aren't important. I'm not suggesting you shouldn't have interests or hobbies outside of work, but it becomes a problem when you're more focused on whether or not Beyonce's Lemonade will be accessible to stream on iTunes than on following up with a lead that could result in a paycheck. 9. You stay in your comfort zone. In your comfort zone, you have a sense of security and confidence. While being in your comfort zone occasionally is necessary, doing so ultimately results in stagnation and, on occasion, fear. If you stay in one spot, you'll never be able to change and advance. 10. You're not as productive as you could be. You're not necessarily more productive just because you put in 8 or more hours a day at the office. You might only be putting in a few hours a day due to interruptions, breaks, and spending too much time on one task. Spend money on time tracking and time management software to determine how productive your days actually are so that you can make the necessary adjustments. 11. You're not passionate. If you don't love what you do, you won't give it your all when you should. You won't be able to stay inspired and motivated without enthusiasm, especially when things get difficult. 12. You're a negative thinker. If you're pessimistic or just a negative thinker, you'll block your path to success before you ever attempt. To put it another way, you're putting yourself in a bad situation. By surrounding yourself with positive individuals and increasing your awareness of your surroundings, you can work on developing a happy outlook. Be conscious of the dialogue you conduct with yourself. Keep an eye out for the conversations where you air all of your complaints to other people. Change if that's how your conversations are going. 13. You haven't established goals. You have no plans. You think everything you hope to happen will miraculously materialize in front of you. That is not how it operates. Make plans and take action. It's wonderful if you aren't a huge list maker or planner. Be a basic list maker and planner to begin with. It's okay to focus on one objective and one item at a time. 14. You don't know who you are. Sun Tzu wrote in The Art of War, "Know yourself and you will win all battles." This implies that you need to be aware of your strengths and transferable abilities, that you should have a clear sense of your values, and that you should set clear objectives for your life. Your path to success will be paved with self-awareness. 15. You give up too easily. Everybody has those times when they want to abandon everything. That sensation may even linger for days or even weeks. Success is not something that comes easily. It's a step along the way. You shouldn't give up on your ambitions and dreams just because things aren't going your way at the moment. 16. You think you can do everything on your own. The idea that successful companies were founded by a single person is fiction. The opposite is true and could not be more so. Wozniak, Allen, and Savarin all provided support to Jobs, Gates, and Zuckerberg. Consider this. Even if you were a skilled construction worker, how far could you go when you built your own home? You will still require the assistance of others, such as an electrician or plumber, to complete the building, regardless of your skill level or expertise. You'll benefit from having a companion along the way. If you lack a support system, start developing one for yourself. 17. You haven't managed your money properly. One of the biggest causes of a small business failure is improper financial management. But this could be a problem even in your private life. How can you expect to pay your bills and save money for emergencies or retirement if you're spending too much money relative to what you're bringing in? Create a budget and follow it. Make contact with a financial advisor if necessary. Many towns offer free financial education that teaches you how to manage your money. On this topic, adult education classes are also offered for a lower cost. The first step is to calculate your exact set bill total and have that number in mind at all times. 18. You think too small. Don't just think about your immediate future. Dream big enough to carry you many years into the future. What has been on your bucket list forever? If you have longed to play the violin your entire life and are 45 years old, you should probably start practicing. 19. You aren't constantly learning. Successful people are constantly looking for ways to improve their lives by picking up new knowledge or abilities. Never pass up a chance to learn something new, whether it's through reading a book or attending a webinar. Being interested in what other people are doing is one of the best methods I've found to keep learning. Everyone is an authority in some field. You can take a fantastic mini class from that professional. This can also foster wonderful friendships. You must occasionally overcome your fear. 20. You don't know when to let go. You shouldn't quit too soon, but you must also be conscious of when to release go. As Lolly Daskal says on Inc.com, moving on doesn't mean forgetting. It just means you have learned your lessons here and now, and it's time to embrace new challenges. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Stay tuned for more deets.